Don't be fooled by the metric case and the standard sockets. This is also a metric case that has metric sockets.
29.
Try that one.
Hi, I'm Tony Fast's daughter. I'm Tony Fast's daughter. I'm Tony Fast's daughter. My family's been blessed to farm in Montana for over 100 years now, and it wouldn't be possible without the great team we have and blessings from our Savior Jesus Christ.
All right, we are all set up here with another variety of derm going into a different bin. The first stuff we cleaned was Transcend. This is, we think, Montreal, but it could be Divide. Haven't planted it for a couple of years, and it was a year that it had not enough fertilizer, so it's not great #1 milling derm, but it's great seed. So we're gonna clean that, and yeah, we're gonna clean that.
Well, while Tony's outside babysitting the cleaner, I'm gonna get started servicing the 450. I'm gonna check all the bogey wheels, make sure the oil's good. Gonna blow out the air cleaner, use that new thing we got from May Wes, so that'll be fun, and change the oil in it. Oh yeah, she's nice and dirty. Ooh, that one's filthy. There, air cleaner's clean now. I had to wait a couple times to get the air thing to build up. So checking bogeys, I kind of cleaned this sight glass off, and I'm kind of using the flashlight and just seeing if there's oil in there. And there is, and it's full. It's in the complete sight glass. So let's go through and check them all.
I don't know who washed this tractor, but kind of forgot some mud down here. Oops. Here's a full one, and here's an empty one. You can see how that you can see it back in there, and there's not as much fluid in it. So that one needs fluid or a new seal.
Got all the fluids checked, got all the bogey wheels checked. There's a couple that we got to replace the seals on, but now I'm gonna back it out, let it warm up, and then change the oil in it.
Well, I'm kind of running into a little predicament here. So this is the clean seed, and I've found kernels of spring wheat, which is an issue because that's a contrasting class discount because that's not durum, and they want pure durum for pasta, and if there's too much wheat in it, there's a discount, and those kernels could turn into 10 kernels pretty quick. Cleaning this, or do we switch back to cleaning the variety that we know it doesn't have any wheat in it? What do you think, Colin?
I don't know.
Don't ask you.
No, I'm not the businessman.
Well, we cleaned 1,100 bushels out of that first truck into the bin. I think we're going to just use that as a reserve seed. If we need extra, we're going to switch back to our other variety and keep cleaning that. Paul's gonna get the last bit out of that small flat bottom bin. We're gonna put that in a hopper bin here so it's done with. That bin's cleaned out. Colin just got back with that last load. I'm gonna grab the tractor, put it back in the shop, and get that oil changed, or drained at least tonight. And I can almost guarantee that I'm gonna make a mess because someone thought it was a good idea to stick drain plug holes out the corner of the bottom of the pan instead of the bottom. And at one time, we had a square bucket with a bunch of holes drilled in the bottom of it. I don't see it. Of course, that had to happen. Oh well. There we go. Well, you missed it, but I did cut the bottom out a little bit bigger so there's not much of a lip for the oil to hang up on. And I guess technically, since it's bigger on the top, smaller on the bottom, this is technically a funnel. Well, if nothing else, at least we kept it from splattering off the expanded metal in the pan and hitting the bogey wheels there and stuff, so. Just a little on the floor, but not near as much as Colin made the mess the other day. Okay, maybe there is a little more of a mess than I thought. Oil change is done, and now it's time to work on a wheel seal on one of the bogies. So Colin's gonna back it up. Just take a block under the back idler wheel. Hit it! This is the right one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Oh. So the best tool we found so far for taking these apart is the snap-on heavy duty snap ring pliers. I'm just waiting for Colin to jump.
I don't know if I can get that one part stuck in there.
Come on, Colin, you can do it. Don't break them tips off now. Just put those in. You look like you're struggling. Oh, look at that, I just fell right off. Well, there was some oil in there, so that's a good sign.
Yeah.
Milwaukee? Where's our Milwaukee?
Over here.
And grab the metric impact sockets. Somehow that hood got really shiny. Man, it looks really good. And the rest of the truck looks really bad. Oh, well. Colin, at least you'll be looking across a nice shiny hood, huh?
Yeah.
24, I bet. No, that's what you tried first, wasn't it?
Uh-huh.
Come on.
Where's 28 and 29
Who knows?
when you need it?
I don't know. Cheap Cummins tool sets from... That's what you get when Grandpa goes and buys tools at the tool truck. We'll do the... What size did you want?
Probably a 28.
Guess what? I don't have a 28 in here either. That must be a crossover with a standard size. Be my guess why it's not in there. Inch and an eighth?
Too
Nope.
small.
So...
Inch and a quarter. Too big.
Alright. Well, we don't have anything that'll any different in here that'll fit. So... Well, we got a big metric in the service truck. Good thing that's in here broke down, huh? Oh, welder broke down. Metric sockets. Nope, wrong one. 28, 29. Coming at you. Ooh, as close as we're gonna get. How about we just use a ratchet to break that loose?
I don't want to break the chrome socket.
Not really.
This might be Tony tight.
Think. Oh no! Don't step on that. No, they're holding it. Come on, Colin. Fine, I'll get you a break the bar. There you go. Look how I just hold the camera and you're thinking.
Can my 120 pounds do it?
Nope. Here, how about you hold the camera?
I told you it's Tony tight.
Problem is, I don't think we've changed this one before, so it can't be that. Maybe there's a Tony at the factory. Holy buckets!
We might need a
Try
pipe.
a 3/4 inch. Don't be fooled by the metric case and the standard sockets. This is also a metric case that has metric sockets.
29
Try that one. We're getting serious.
with it for the impact. I guess we got a 3/4 air impact.
I got a 2-foot cheater.
2-foot cheater.
Something's gonna break today.
Okay, if this is 29 millimeter, then how does it not fit on there?
Tell ya, tool truck tools are garbage unless it's a snap-on tool truck or a Mac. I'll just bring them all over.
Like I don't,
Probably like 3 28s in this kit.
probably, I don't think they know how to label their sockets. A 29. So does that mean it's a 30?
I don't know, you did it right. What is this about called a calendar? Tape measure out. We're getting closer. That's a viable option there. That's as close as we're gonna get. I think. What one's that?
That's a 30.
Try that.
And there's 29. What's the 28?
The 28 is, and a 29 are also 28s. It's even labeled 29. Guess we'll try a 30 and see if we strip something out. Told you I had a 2-foot cheater, more like a 3-foot cheater.
Well, that was easy. I wonder why there's mud back there.
It is time for a PSA. Make sure that the boxes that you thought were seals are seals and not bearings. What are you laughing about, Colin? I've been walking past these things here for the last couple days. Bought these adapter plates for the skid steers. So it's the quick attach plates. And we've been just picking trailers up and whatever with our forks on the skid steer and using a pin to move trailers around or whatever. Well, I'm gonna actually do it the right way. Got a receiver hitch tube, my braces, and even got some 3/8 chain hook doohickeys. I'm gonna weld this up real quick and then have something around for moving trailers. And then I really should probably start getting serious about farming and not just playing in the shop. So. All welded out, ready to paint it. Well, time to ride for the seals. They'll be here in a few hours. Colin's gonna get the other side all tore down, that other seal that's leaking, and I just got the trucks fired up. Time to go back to cleaning some seed.
Well, Tony's getting the cleaner set up. I'm gonna work on the conveyor, change this belt. See, that's why we're changing it. It started splitting it again. There, it's all back together. Well, I think I got it.
Well, good morning. Well, the seals are here. I got 3 trucks cleaned yesterday. Time to get those dumped, and it's a pretty boring deal, so that's why I didn't show you all. Well, I'll show you here in a little while. It's boring cleaning. Just kind of gotta babysit it. But for now, time to start some trucks up, let them warm up. Finally warming up outside. Sure don't huff and puff like they used to. Morning, cows. Babysit the seed cleaner sitting. He's cleaner sitting. And Mom and Dad got back last night and they picked up the seals that I needed for the bogies down there. 2-piece seal. One half goes on the spindle, the other half goes into the cup I got to put into the bogie wheel. So we'll get bearings put in there, oil those up. Is there a flat face seal? Don't ask me why they use that kind. It's weird, but they don't leak until they go bad, and then they leak. But this tractor has 6,500 hours on it. Still has the factory tracks on it. Might be changing them though. But I bet you we've changed maybe 5 or less seals on this tractor. New one, however, like 3 a year. It's kind of annoying. But we'll see which ones are leaking now again when we get that tractor back from town. Oh yeah, that one's back. Well, got the phone call yesterday that they think they got it fixed, but then today it came up with that same sensor light. We had a wiring harness put on. That's what they diagnosed, that the wiring harness wasn't working right, and we had a crankcase breather filter restriction light, and that's why it went to town. You might have seen that last spring. But it went in this winter and thought they had it fixed, put a new harness on it. Colin was bringing it out, and we had that trouble with the high intake air temperature where the coolant, these emissions engines are dumb. They've got a secondary coolant system on there that runs the intercooler. Instead of having like an air-to-air intercooler like the semis or these tractors have, they have like a water-cooled air intake system. Don't ask me why, it's just the way it is. So that is the problem. They think they found a leak, but then today, here that crankcase breather filter restriction light came back on again, so they're gonna check the sensor on that after they change the harness. The harness is already done, now the light came back on again, so maybe the sensor's bad. Because we did just change that crankcase breather filter last year. It's kind of a tongue twister. Say that 10 times real fast. Crankcase breather filter. Go. That one's popped in. That one, and then let's use alcohol wipes. Clean off face of that. Both sides. There we go. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget, farm hard, pray harder. See you next video.